everybody, I'm Rebecca here at Wine Mermaids, and today I'm going to talk to you about movies. My top 5 favorite movies, to be specific. Now, as some of you know, I did major in school in film studies, so movies were kind of a big part of my life for a big portion of my life. So my top 5 movies, it takes a lot to be in the top 5, but I've narrowed it down for you. And it's no particular reason that it's 5, it's just kind of, I chose to do 5. It's not like a top 5 Wednesday or anything, especially since it's Sunday. So top 5 Wednesday wouldn't really work because it's not the right day of the week and it's not books. But without further ado, let's get started. My first pick for today is Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind. I love this movie. It is Jim Carrey in a serious role, which you don't always find. And I just really love the dreamlike state of it. I really love how everything kind of goes in and out and it's fluid. And it's not like linearly in time, and it's just really creative and really interesting. And I just really love this idea of wanting to erase your memory only for things to repeat themselves. I just find that really intriguing. And this one, I just really loved it. The next movie I'm going to talk to you about today is Empire Records, which is about a group of teenagers, I guess, who work at a independent record store. This was filmed by where I went to school in Wilmington, not at the same time though, but it's just fun. It all takes place in the same day. It's got a really great group of characters. It has Liv Tyler in it, which is Aerosmith's daughter, and it's a really cool, fun, upbeat movie about what it means to be independently owned as opposed to like owned by a big giant corporation, and the passion that people have for music. Next up today, this is also music related, and this is Almost Famous, which is directed by Cameron Crowe, who, funny story, I made a gingerbread latte for when I worked at that Barnes & Noble cafe I was telling you about. But this is another one that's just about the power and the love people have for music. It's a really fun story. It's got a really, it's got a great group of characters in it as well. I really like character-based films and kind of like group as opposed to like single characters a lot of times, as you can see by a lot of these picks. But this one is just, it's cool, man. It's just cool. Next up is Amélie, which is a French film about this girl, Amélie, who she's just trying to like go through life and make people happy, and she's really quirky, and I really love quirky films, and I love French film. It's my favorite foreign language film is French film. I took a class on French film. I love French film, and this one is just so much fun. Like I find myself like wanting to be in her life sometimes. And finally, my number 1 favorite movie. Like, the other ones were not really in any particular order. They were just my favorite movies. But this is my favorite movie of all time. And that is The Princess Bride. I love this movie. I love this movie. I started watching it when I was younger. My parents, I'd go to my dad's house, and because my parents were divorced, I'd go to my dad's house, and I'd watch, like, a certain select group of movies, including like The Mighty Ducks and Son-in-Law and Star Wars and Three Ninjas, because I love Three Ninjas and I always checked it out from the video store because video stores were still in existence at the time. And The Princess Bride. I just love it. I love the sword fight that they have on top of the cliff of insanity. I have seen this movie so many times I can quote pretty much the entire thing. The first time I took my fiance to see it, he'd never seen it before, and we went to like, the midnight or matinee showing that my local theater was hosting because he'd never seen it and I'd never seen the big screen, and it was amazing. And I just love it. I love it. I've read the book, and the book is also amazing. I just... If you haven't seen The Princess Bride, like, it came out the same year I was born, which is probably like another thing that like ties me to it, even though I didn't see it that year because I was a baby. If you have not seen The Princess Bride, like, stop what you're doing, turn me off, and go watch this movie, because it is the greatest movie in the world. It's the greatest movie in the world. Well, that is it for me today with my top 5 favorite movies of all time. And again, I'm like a film major snob kind of person, so that's why sometimes they might be a little bit different from like Avengers, which is still really fun. I mean, who doesn't like Avengers? But it doesn't make it into my top favorite movies of all time. It takes a lot to make it into that list. Recently, I bumped out Harold and Maude, which was up there for a long time. But I think I put Empire Records in instead because Empire Records, I just love Empire Records. But Harold and Maude was up there for quite a while. I mean, so new movies, it takes a long time for them to kind of edge their way into my top list. But anyway, that is it for me today. Happy Sunday. Happy VEDA Day number 19. VEDA 19 today. And that's it for me. I'll see ya tomorrow.